Good morning. I wanted to come on here and share what I'm sensing out there because there is definitely some incredible changes that are happening out there. And yes, we keep getting dates, but I just want you to put aside the dates and start feeling how different you are now to what we were a couple of years ago, or even a year ago, 6 months ago. I know myself, I have totally disconnected to the other side of what I was jumping up and down about. To me, that has had to play out so we could participate and to understand the depth of what the world became and could have kept going. But now that I have stepped out, and that is my choice, everyone has a choice. When you realize that you don't have to participate in that anymore because you're only feeding that side, when you come back in within yourself, and like I always keep saying, is lift that vibration of yours up. But what I'm noticing now, the energies out there are clearer. And I can definitely say here in New Zealand, we are behind everybody else. It's like we forgot to get the memo. No one sent us the email. We're in our own cocoon, and it's been fascinating. Listen to other truthers from New Zealand that have gone out to Europe, America, and how they talk of the freedom that they feel out there, and they feel so sorry for us back home. And when they say that, honestly, it was like hope. Somebody had handed down the rope, and God damn it, I held on because there was no way that I was going to let go of that. The more I worked with that, I started noticing I was shifting into a clearer frequency. And it's been amazing because I am totally convinced the more I tune in and understand within myself, because we all have the knowledge. And I know that we have seeked and we've gone out there to find, but we do also have a lot of deceptive people that have been putting false information through. So when you sort out which one you connect to and resonate to, that is when you listen. But honestly, don't take everything as gospel, because unless you resonate and you completely resonate to that frequency of what they're saying, you'll pick up aspects of it. And I put it in my backpack and I walk with it. But then I pull it out at different times, and I love when I'm in the shower. I do a lot of thinking there and a lot of downloads, and I know many people are in the same situation with the shower. To me, it's my cleansing state, and that's when I just literally disconnect from everything else and come into my center space. But I have to say now, I can feel so much more. The sensitivity of myself is so much more heightened. And when I mean the sensitivity, what I'm talking about here is when I tune in. And so I just gave myself a few minutes just before I came on here. There are so many aspects of ourselves resonating on different frequencies. So when we go to sleep, oh my gosh, don't think we sleep. No, God damn it, no way. It's like we go back and see what other part of ourselves and how we're getting on. But today, what I've noticed is that when I sat with myself, I noticed that I was looking back at me, but it was all the segments of myself that are out there. When you always hear, come back to yourself and align and ground. What I got from that today was something really profound. It's bringing all the segments of yourself on all the different frequencies and lives that we are out there experiencing. We are now guiding ourselves to come back. There's all these of me. And I'm on all different levels at the moment. Not just me, we all are. The calling has come in now. To come in, center ourselves, bring ourselves in, so we become one. What I noticed by becoming one, we're totally centered, and then all of a sudden, I became so much bigger within. I became so much stronger. So I believe this is the time right now. Where we go one, we go all. Again, another concept, bring ourselves all back in. So we connect. So when we become stronger, we can lift even higher. Now, another aspect of that is what I've been fascinated by in the last few days. I don't understand it, but this is what I'm sensing. Our eyes are only seeing a solid mass. We cannot see frequencies. The quantum physics that I work with, it picks up on frequencies. And so what I do is I track, and like I can scan a person's body, and I can scan for a frequency, a density of a frequency. So that density of a frequency is an illness to me. And it also can be shaded as a dark space. When I get to move and unblock the surroundings of it, I then can remove that frequency. So I literally go in and remove that frequency, and I gift it to my angels or the souls that I'm working with at the time. But even then, what I do is I go in and I clear the energy, but then I watch all the cells in the body come back together and fill that void that was sitting there. But I wait till I see all the clearing and the energy flowing, and also till I feel the peace in my heart that I have done what I needed to do for that person. Now, if I can see that, I'm seeing that through my third eye. So our vision, when we use our eyes, we only see the solid mass. But when we attune ourselves to be able to see through our third eye, that is when we go to the next level of the frequencies, to see them. And what I'm noticing now is that I'm tuning in both. So I'm sensing something in front of me, and I know there's another world in front of me, and they're coming in closer. There are so many beings that are literally standing there. We're integrating with them, but we don't even know. And it's become so much more heightened. And I'm finding that fascinating. So what I'm doing myself is I will be getting stronger, and I will be connecting in more so. Because even now, I'm even feeling, they know I'm talking this, and I can feel there's a smile, there is a happiness and a joyous energy coming at me, because they can sense that I'm waking up to this. So we're going to be merging into that frequency. So don't hold yourself back on, oh, I can't see that and that's not happening to me. You got to remember, I've been working in this field for so long, but we are on different paths. We're on different journeys and we have different skills. Your skill could be something completely different, or they are different. So what I may see, you may sense in a different reality or a different way, but we all will eventually have the same abilities. It can't be rushed because our journeys are so different, but yet we are going the same way and the same path. So I found that really fascinating. I just wanted to share. This is what I'm experiencing, and the veil is definitely getting lifted. And I noticed also the moon. We were at our friends Melissa and Greg's, and she commented, "Look at the moon, Karen," and we looked up at that moon, totally different, and it was like a quarter moon. But while the curvature of it, I'm just going to draw it. Just going to try and draw it. Well, it's not a great moon, but you can get the... It was like this, but all in here, all in this part was soft. And right around here and the outer part, we were literally witnessing all the different colors, and it was soft, and we saw yellows and blues and greens, and there was some reds. That was fascinating. And I even got my camera from my phone and I was videoing it just to see if I could get closer. But there was like a little orb jumping around. So I started following the orb. But the more we looked at the moon, we realized the veil's been lifted. Things are changing up now. So that gave an incredible amount of exhilaration within ourselves, that you can't just change the moon up like that. It goes for the sun. When I saw it change, it's so much brighter. And I know I've always said September is a difference, that August was intense. September is going to get really fast. And it's fascinating because the 9/11, it's a date I will never forget, because I was about to go over to America and it was intense. And I was about to not go there. It was only a week after 9/11. And a friend that I was traveling with, he said to me, if you carried on with that fear, you'll never achieve, and you will never break through your own fear. So Karen, still meet me. And I was I was on a conference, and it was in Mexico, Cancun. And I decided, feel the fear and go with it anyway. So that was something I'll never forget. And on that trip also, when I was in America, I had my jacket and it was stolen at the airport. All I did was I took it off, and I had all my crystals and all my own personal belief on my own protection. And I took my jacket off and I just placed it on the trolley, and then I leant over to grab my luggage. As soon as I picked up the bag from the luggage and I put it on my trolley, my jacket was taken. There were people everywhere. Not one person tapped me on the shoulder to say somebody took it. Nobody saw anything. So that was a complete trusting within myself that I had to take on. And this is where we're at now. So it's really strong. 9/11 is really strong for me. So somewhere in this September, is it 9/11? There is something there that I do believe is going to be like the switch. Whether the veil completely gets lifted, is it the start date, is it a switch over? Something is definitely coming in, and I do feel that the illusion that we have been in is going to be shed. It's fascinating because it's like, okay, we all say the movie, but it's a holographic. It's also our belief system, and our belief system has been drummed into us. So please, start looking at what you believe in, what your belief is. And I know, I said that I was raised in a religion, and I stepped right away from that. The only thing I carried is God is in my heart. Did he die on the cross? Was that man-made? Did he walk amongst us and die as an old man? But his legacy is carried throughout. So we will be told eventually. But we already know everything about our lives. What's real, what's not. What's an illusion. What has been created for us and to us. So I'm going to leave you right here with this. Carry love in your heart, peace. Really start listening to the sound of the trees and the whisper. Because the more you attune yourself to that frequency, you will start attuning yourself to the higher frequencies instead of all this noise. So come join me, because we are certainly lifting up and out, because honestly, I literally feel whatever is just in front of us is dissolving. It is going. You can break that barrier when you hold a really strong belief within. You're doing it for yourself and your family. You do not leave them behind. It's not about solely you. It is about us collectively. We're in this together. And when we combine our thoughts, that we can get through whatever they've set up in front of us. The matrix is completely dismantling. There's some trapdoors that have been set off. But when you sense and really go within, whenever you're making decisions at the moment, because many are being scrambled up. You've been scrambled up for a bigger purpose. You've been scrambled up so you can go within, because the path that you're on at the moment is not serving you. So the universe is stepping in. But is it the universe? Is it your future self that is helping guide you? Because when you put your hand out for help, your higher self reaches out as well. You are protected, you are loved, and you will make this. Have faith in yourself, because you are way stronger than you are led to believe. And you don't need to rely on anyone on a higher ranking that has all these honors. Because when they are where you are right now, they will never be able to get themselves through it. Because if they've done wrong, they get left behind. When you know in your heart you've done nothing wrong, you will soar like an eagle. Because their sting, their venom has run out. We send them love, for this is their duty as well. So have a fabulous day and keep the vibes pumping, because it's the strong vibes that are going to get us through this. I love you. Thank you for sharing. And I just also have to say, I have to apologize if you do see pornography on my YouTube. They are putting it non-stop. I'm having to delete a lot. They took 100 subscribers off one day. They threw it back on. They take it off. So all sorts are happening. PayPal are not allowing the payments coming through at the moment on a few clients. I don't care. I know what I'm doing is for everybody through the love and the compassion. So no matter what hurdles, just keep shining your light, because that's what I'm doing. So stay strong and be you and smile. Love you. Bye.